Okay, hello everyone, it's Mr. Rob Ronan here again, and today we're lucky enough to get the SWIFTMASTER trailer earlier than we expected. So they released this little teaser only a few hours ago, and we already have the trailer. So, the little teaser, I wouldn't move if I was you, even if you think you're that fast. But even as he said these words, the man felt unease towards his opponent. How was this stranger smiling in spite of a gun being aimed point blank at his head? Suddenly a gust of wind so strong it shook St. Hornblue. I don't know what that is. By the time he picked up his glasses that had fallen to the ground, only a whisper of a breeze remained where the stranger had been standing. So, SWIFTMASTER, I'm such a broken record, but all the designs in this game are amazing. I'm liking the outfit design for SWIFTMASTER specifically, with the hair jewelry and this really nice sash, actually kind of similar to the Ryu Street Fighter 6 design we've just seen recently, and I like having stitches in the corset. It looks really, really nice. Very, like, elven, fairy, interesting, which makes sense because he's, you know, a sorcerer, but it's really cool. So, let's get into the trailer. Alright, SWIFTMASTER starts on his own stage. He doesn't start walking on the stage, he starts coming down from the sky. What an icon. The wind effects look so good. I was a little bit worried about, because sometimes they can look a little funky, but they look just as how I'd expected. It's a lot of interesting stuff, similar things we've seen from other wind characters in games, like Fujin in Mortal Kombat 11. And, yeah, of course, the super looks amazing as well. Yeah, his accessory game is on point. Look at all those head and like jewels and stuff. It looks awesome. So let's break down what we actually see here. It's weird. We have this, like, they drop these trailers, but it's only literally 12 seconds of gameplay. So we're not going to see too much. But let's get straight into it. So we've got light, into this big flash is this medium. Oh, what am I doing? I've got to slow it down. Okay, so light. And then this big flash there is very likely just the medium attack and not the heavy one, I'm pretty sure, because then he cancels it into this weird suck-in move and then goes into what I assume that is his back special. And this is kind of interesting because I don't think whatever happened here was a real sequence. So if we go back, so light, medium, and you know, so you've got the few hits, but then this suck move that he does, I imagine it's like a back special or something that's a unique suck-in thing, but as you can see, it doesn't actually have a hitbox or anything, it just acts as like a suck. It just moves the other character in, but without actually hitting them. And you can see that she is totally recovered for quite a few frames before he actually hits with this move, which maybe is like a forward special that he cancels it into. And we see it a few times, it puts him in the air for an aerial mana special. But yeah, I'm intrigued as to how this is going to be useful. Maybe in juggles, when the opponent's launched in the air, he can suck them in towards him to get more combos depending on how high they are. And maybe if you do an attack with enough hit stun, like see this massive blast here, if you do an attack with enough hit stun and then suck them in quickly and then do a faster move afterwards, it might combo. But other than that, I'm not too sure what that's going to be useful for, because even against zoning, you don't want to just like suck your opponent in towards you, because they can still press buttons and you're just going to get counter hit. So I'm intrigued to see how this actually ends up being useful. But then he does this launch into the air, which I imagine is like forward special because it's meterless, and then he cancels it into his aerial mana special, which is also kind of surprisingly simple. He just does this, I mean, it looks amazing, but it just is this single massive tornado flash. I mean, the DNF Duel has kind of conditioned me to think something like this is kind of simple, but I shouldn't say that. This is a complete, fully vertical screen covering move, and a decent amount horizontal too. So it just covers a huge pillar in front of him, so if anyone tries to approach him at all, they're dead. Or jump or anything, they're completely just smoked by this. I don't know if he's going to be able to combo off of it, probably not. And we get to see a bit of the grab, looks cool of course. Okay, so what was that? That looks like a different command normal, maybe... Ooh, okay. Maybe that's a forward special or a back special. Not really going off of much. But then he's able to cancel it into that other special move that we saw before. So maybe this is the down special. That would make sense. Having an uppercut as your down special. And then cancels it into the same special move again. So nothing too new there. And then we see light into a crouching heavy. But as you can see, there's this little airball on the screen, which if you've played Mortal Kombat 11 is very similar to Fujin's Siphon, I believe it was called, and mechanics like that have been in a few other games. So basically, if the opponent is airborne, they just get sucked towards this thing. Like, they don't stay in the air, but when they're airborne, instead of flying away, they'll fly towards it, which allows for him to get some, like, corner-esque combos, even though they're mid-screen. So as you can see, when she gets hit here, instead of flying away from him from the sweep, she flies towards him. He actually flies so much, he actually crosses up, but luckily, he's got huge-ass hitboxes, and it still hits her anyways. And then he cancels that into, oh, a different aerial special. So maybe he has multiple. That would be cool. It makes him a very aerial character, where not many characters get to have too many options in the air. So we've seen just a massive full-screen flash, but he's also got this thing that just surrounds him. Oh, and has tons of hits. And then he does this other special move down here on the floor, where, let's watch him super slowly, but he just, like, charges up, and then just super quickly dashes across the screen, and he's got these little tornadoes surrounding around him. I don't know if you can see that, but like, he's got these little spinny guys over here rotating around him. So I imagine this is just going to be his neutral move to get in, knowing this game is probably going to be advantage on block, and it's going to hit with these tornadoes, and then he's going to be in on top of them. But here he uses it as a combo extender to fly in under the opponent, and then go for, imagine if this is DP. No, it didn't have the deep fleet flash. That would have been too cool. But goes for this special move, which looks amazing as a combo ender, and it just is amazing to look at. And then into the ultimate activation. So let's watch that sequence one more time, because that was probably the most interesting thing in this trailer. Light, sweep into the crouching special, and then cancels that into this awesome multi-hitting surround yourself in a tornado. Dashes under with some dash special move, and then does this huge multi-hitting combo. That is ridiculous. That's half a screen. I know I say that for every character in the game, but it's so stupid. I love it so much. And then we get to see this amazing super activation. And because he's such a cool, windy cloud boy, we don't even really get to see the sandy, like, dust arena that most characters get put in for their ultimate. So that's cool that he's pretty unique in that way. Once again, I'm keen to see what his ultimate activation is. Is it full screen? I imagine. Of the characters that can have a full screen on, if Hitman can have a full screen ultimate activation, I'm sure the guy that can control the wind definitely does as well. Okay, once again, let's see what people are thinking in the comments. Every trailer makes my hype go higher and higher. Yep, that is unanimous. That is universal. Everyone is hyped for this game. Every character is straight fire. Oh, and people kept making comments about Rashid and Fujin, yeah, right here underneath, because they're all pretty similar and have similar mechanics, but come on. A wind character is always cool, and I love the elven design. As a shock to absolutely no one, DNF Duel has yet another sick character. It's honestly a little bit painful, because when the game comes out, I'm going to be so conflicted as to who I play first. My main boy, Vanguard, is probably going to be left in the dust for like a little bit. I'm definitely going to play him first, but I really want to try out SWIFTMASTER and the launcher and troubleshooter. So, there's just too many cool characters in this game, and it's creating a lot of inner conflict. He's so sick. Every character looks sick. No misses. Not even close to missing. Yeah, it seems like it's a DNF Duel classic to make every character look amazing. I've never seen any game make every character look so awesome. But yeah, that's all we have for SWIFTMASTER today. Look, I feel like the trailers are getting shorter and shorter every time, but the hype doesn't die. They still look amazing. And I feel like we're going to get trailers a little bit more quickly now. I don't know what else there is to show, because there's not many more characters other than Enchantress and that one mysterious guy. And we've still got like 2 or 3 weeks until release, so I don't know why they released this trailer early. Maybe they're planning on pumping out some extra stuff? I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's all we have for SWIFTMASTER today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.